Hello and welcome to FreshersNow channel that helps you correct your English and as well helps you, especially those who give their competitive exams. In the case of use of these verbs, you should be very careful with the subject and their usage. And we come to see from this lesson and how we are going to spot the errors very easily. So now let's see that. The first one. Mary is going to school every day. Here, every day refers a routine activity, and in that case, we should use only simple present tense. So we should say that Mary goes to school every day. And here it is not go. Make sure, because Mary is in a third person singular number, and so we add es and say goes. Now see the next sentence. Ben visits his family right now. Now here it is very careful that it is used an adverb right now. But that is what it is, spontaneous, which is on the spot, which is to speak about the action in progress. In that case, we should use a continuous form by adding ing to the main verb. That is what we say. Ben is visiting his family right now. I could not say was visiting as it is mentioned now. So, is visiting his family right now. Now let's see the next one. He speaks French since he was a child. Now, it was an act of speaking from a certain point of time in the past and even now in progress. In that case, we should use either have been or has been followed by adding ing to the verb, that is action word. Now in that case here, the subject being he, it's a singular number, third person singular number. It is about the subject. We should have a check, and so we should say that he has been speaking French since he was a child. So this is where we need to be careful with. And now, see, John visits many places before he came here. Here, two activities are there very clearly, visits and came. Came is a past reference, a past tense, and we should know that before that he did an act, and which should be in past perfect verb, we should use had. And that is how we need to be careful with and say, John had visited many places before he came here. Now let's see that. We see terrible things back then. So here the adverb then is that we need to understand, referring past. And so the verb should as well be in past. So we should say, we saw terrible things back then. Now let's see the next one. When I was young, I never cooked because my parents have two servants. Now you should understand that here it is a long back that they have servants. That is had. So here we should use, in place of have, we should say that had. Now let's see here the next sentence. The police has come to the spot. Here, the refers plural in number. There is no word of polices. And so we should say that it, as the definite article the stands for referring plural, here the verb should be changed to have. So we should say that the police have come to the spot, or say that is a crime spot. Now let's do the next sentence. The scissors is kept on the table. Here it's we should have a check on the subject. Scissors. It's a pair of scissors. It's not a single one. It's a pair of scissors. So the subject is plural, and so we should use that plural verb. That is, the scissors are kept on the table. The jury was divided in their opinion. Now, whenever it is under a category, collective category, a group of people, or like a committee, government, or a company, they should all the time be considered plural. And so we should take a plural verb accordingly and say that the jury were divided in their opinion. He went to the mall for watching a movie. Here we should understand the state of the verb. It indicates the purpose of action. Whenever the verb indicates the purpose of action, we should never use a gerund. So we should use an infinitive followed by the verb, infinitive with the verb. So we should say that he went to the mall to watch a movie, because it is a common mistake, very commonly observed. Now let's see the next one. She was suspended to show indiscipline. Now here you should know that. Here it is the cause. The verb indicates the cause. Whenever a verb indicates a cause, you should use the gerund here, opposite of the previous sentence, the other side of it. So here you should say that she was suspended for showing indiscipline. And now see the next one. He was elected as secretary of the organization. Whenever it is the verbs like elected, selected, nominated, which are called, never use as. So we should say that he was elected secretary, the secretary of the organization. Now see the next one. You were dancing, were you? Here, when the sentence is in positive, the tag, the question tag should be negative. It is vice versa. So here, the sentence provided is positive, like you were dancing. So here, the question tag should be negative. So you should say that, weren't you? Now let's see the next one. I request you to kindly tell me. Here you should understand in the given sentence that the infinitive verb should never be split. What is the infinitive verb here? To tell. That should not be split. So, as the case is, we should say that I request you kindly to tell me. So, this is what you need to understand. The last one here we can see, Japan has never had democracy until 1945. It's completely in the past, and it doesn't come to the present. And in such a case, the verb used has is wrong, and so it should be used had. Japan had never had democracy until 1945. So, you're clear, I believe, with the explanation of the different kinds of the verbs that are used. And if you have any queries with related to this lesson, please don't forget to mention in the comment box below. And please subscribe to this channel so that I could come up with a number of useful videos for you. Thank you.